We're gonna have Israeli couscous, which is really pasta, even though I love the Mediterranean style one, those small little granules. But since I had this laying around, and this is a laying around, put together dinner, whatever you can find recipe. So I took chicken legs out of the freezer. I diced up the meat small. Why? Because the couscous is small. That doesn't mean you have to eat it like that. You can make roast chicken, you can make fish, you can make anything. I just wanted to put it all together in one. And I have shallots, celery, the carrots, 3 kind of peppers. You can't see the red there in the bottom. And since the thyme and the oregano, the dry, are a little, like, not bitter, but they don't have a sweetness about them, so I'm going to put some golden raisins in there. And I will toast, even though it said toasted Israeli couscous, it doesn't look very toasted, so I'm going to toast that a little bit before I boil it, and I'm going to toast it with that fresh corn. And everything else that was just shown will be sauteed together while this is boiling. Saute that, and it should all be ready at the same time. So let's get started. Well, is this recording? I'm not seeing any. Okay. I'm getting this pan hot. I'm going to toast the couscous in there with the corn, nice and hot. And over here is the boiling water, which I will pour right onto that. So let's pour the couscous in there. And the fresh corn, cut right off the cob. Oh, and I forgot the garlic's in there too. Maybe the garlic will get a little roastiness. So you have to keep on stirring this and look for any color change. It's fairly high flame. I'm going to pour the water in here. This will take under 10 minutes, and then in that pan over there I will throw in all of the vegetables. Season them with salt and pepper. Put in some thyme and basil and oregano, all dry, because that's what's in the cupboard, and don't have any fresh in the refrigerator. And I didn't go shopping to put this meal together. But I'm putting my favorite things in there anyway. Like if you love corn, a lot of people do, it's in there. Garlic, it's in there. The vegetables, quite a bit. This way I don't have to have a side dish of anything. And the chicken will cook in the same amount of time as the vegetables, because I cut up very small pieces. And I'm using leg, but you can use breast. You could take pork and cut a couple of pork chops, dice them up real small and do the same thing. This should turn any minute, so it gets hot enough. There's nothing in here that's going to really give off moisture to prevent this from browning. If it was canned corn, yes it would. But then you wouldn't use canned corn in this, would you now? or can any kind of vegetable. Next best thing is to buy frozen. It's better to use frozens when you see peppers and other items in the produce section all wrinkly and ready to be tossed. And the water should just have a slight hint when you taste it with your finger, if your fingers are clean, because at times your fingers pick up whatever you've been touching and you'll get a false taste. So it's better to use a spoon as long as the spoon is clean. Slightly that you know salt is in the water, and then the pasta should taste good. I know I'm wasting time here with the camera, but I don't want to say, okay, I'm going to stop and do this for another 5 minutes, because the rest of the time spent is kind of short once the water goes in there. I have a high flame and I'm going to raise it just a hair more. You can hear that popping sound. That's probably the corn making popcorn. And it'll pick up that little nutty flavor too from being toasted like this. I'm starting to see brown. Now just be careful that this thing doesn't boil over on you, because this is very hot. So I'm going to lower it just a hair. Continue this. I am going to pause it because no. That is good enough. Put the water in there slowly. Now, into the other, that's boiling, and we'll shoot over here. High flame here, all the vegetables. Chicken, save the currant till later. Now as far as the salt and pepper, really to your taste. But remember, if you're feeding other people, put some salt in it because it brings out the flavor. That's boiling well over there. This is on a high flame. I want to get everything in there. And I didn't know this was a new little bottle of basil leaves. So we'll put a teaspoon of each item in there. So what we have here is just 2 pots. That's not bad at all, right? Keep it down to a minimum. Makes things easier. Now, if I wasn't filming this, I would have switched these 2 pans. This one, the pasta is on the largest burner I have, and this is on the second larger burner. I prefer it to be over there. So what I'm going to do be quick about this. Take the pasta, put it over here for a second. Take this, put it there, lower this flame a little, put the pasta here. Raise this flame. Shoot back over here, and you'll hear the difference. And the pasta, as long as it's boiling slow or fast, doesn't make a difference. Boiling water is the same temperature, fast or slow. I would have added something else in here, but I didn't have any, which is another favorite. Everybody loves tomatoes, but I would have seeded them and just used the skin. I would seed them, okay, and dice up the rest. Squeeze the juice out, and it wouldn't moisten things up too much. It would just give a nice taste. And now you can hear this cooking. The chicken, of course, you can see little pieces in there. Take no time to cook. Matter of fact, they'll probably cook faster than the carrots will, or the celery. Okay, I'm going to shut the film, and I'm going to keep on cooking this for another 2 minutes. Now the only thing you got to be very careful of, the couscous. This you don't want to overcook. So we just take a couple of pieces out, like so. Very close to being done by just looking at it. That will be another, just about a minute, because right now it's very, very firm, and it has its own flavor. And this is really, this is done, this will probably be done before the couscous, the pasta. This doesn't need much more cooking. Color's good. What else could you know, you don't want to use these vegetables. You want to put broccoli in there, maybe green beans. sugar snaps, cauliflower, sweet potato. You do whatever you want. This is just, I'm just putting this together so I can have myself a nice little dinner with what I have laying around. This is done. I just lower the flame to a simmer, keep it hot. Test the couscous again. Nice and a little al dente, because it'll pick up moisture in the vegetables right here. This is ready. Now I have to take this, drain it. You know the corn is cooked, that's for sure. And then pour it right over the vegetables. And if you cook the couscous just right, it won't be stuck together. Now you're going to have to probably add a little more olive oil. So we'll be back with this in a second. The only little problem is I have to go in the bathroom and do this since the sink in the kitchen is not in yet. I still want to make videos and have something to eat. That's just part of it. And then the rest, there, no mishaps. Everything worked out well. Get that in there. After I mix this up, we will know if it was too much pasta to go with the other ingredients. Well, this is for 2 people. And the 2 people that are eating this just don't eat 1 cup, if you know what I'm saying. The chicken might look sparse in there, but then again, I can say with honesty that there is protein in there. And she's always looking for a piece of protein. So there were tiny pieces in there. Oh, that's good. I like that. It looks nice. Now you taste it. The only thing that's missing was the pepper. I can put the pepper in now with no problem. Those herbs. This is really tasty. I didn't think it was going to come out this tasty. I think just because all the ingredients work well together, and I'm going to put little sriracha hot chili sauce, kick it up a notch, and the few little golden raisins. Okay. Shall we look at it on a plate? We're going to put it on a paper plate. Nah, we'll use regular plates. Because of course the dishwasher, if the sink's not in, that means the dishwasher's not in either. And we have to do everything by hand in the bathroom. Pasta's not stuck together. Colorful. Little chopped parsley, scallions, something green on it, but you know what? One thing for sure, it tastes great. So enjoy.